In this video, I'll show how the data I collected from earlier was converted into a 3D point cloud that can accurately represent the animal science bench. So here, I'll quickly explain how the data from all the images was then converted into positions. So I can run this code, and so now it's going to go through all of the images that I collected. And so to make it easier is I do each of these data sets one at a time. So right now we're running the code, and so as I stated before, I took data from 6 regions and I labeled them all with their respective number, data sets 1 through 6. And within each data set there's a folder named images so that I can pull out the files from there and then conduct the ranging experiments that I've done in previous videos. And so once this is finished, we can then look at the 3D point cloud that it has created. And so I would run this code 6 times, and right now it's reaching it's near the end of the run, and there we go. Now it's finished. So it creates a plot here. This is just one of my data collection samples, but I don't want to use this one. I'll use display this in Matlab. And so here we are in Matlab, and so now I'll take the data that I converted using the Python code, and now it is all in the text files shown here. And so now I can access all the 6 data points, all the 6 data sets that I collected. So now what's important though is to keep in mind is that when I collected the data, it wouldn't allow it to just be easily just all thrown together at once, so I had to do some manipulation to the data, and most of that had to do with moving each data set to their appropriate point. So if like one example, I may have been closer to the bench than in another one, so then I would have to move the samples back and forth so that they could properly align themselves with each other. And so we'll see what the final product is. So now we're evaluating. So here we go. As I talked about, I had 6 data sets, and I have each color represents a different data set. And so we see how we are able to capture the patterns of the bench with actually quite accurate detail. So we're able to see all the different grading through the bench. Another great thing is that it's able to pick up where the front of the bench is versus the back of the bench. And I'm even able to get the different patterns on the bench handles here and here. And was able to match them. I had to do some filtering, so that was also some points of the green data set were far out over here, so those weren't really accurate or really representative of the bench, so I was able to just see where they were and then filter them out later, and then that was what was able to give me this bench mapping.